soalnya kita mau ikut demo hari ini, hari Sabtu tanggal 12. Kita mau ikut aksi bela Palestina. Ya, alhamdulillah belum telat. Alhamdulillah kalau di sini itu demonya tertib, jadi nggak ada drama-drama.
I cannot not see the deprivation in every house. The message that I have dreams and that my life's work involves fostering joy and learning among children and alleviating the suffering of children in the camps through theatre. In June 2023, 15-year-old Sadil Naganagya and 17-year-old Mahmoud Al-Sadi, theatre youth participants, were also murdered.
So we lived in Ramallah. He had 5 minutes. The army told them, gave them 5 minutes in the buildings to empty the buildings in 5 minutes. من الاستسلام والعناد وأني كنت شاهدا عليه بطريقة ما. دراية مني وأنا أقرأ شعرت بالغبطة وفي اللحظة نفسها شعرت بالعار. كنت جالسا في حجرة دافئة في الجهة الأخرى والهادئة من العالم. هزيل كل ما يمكن كتابته للرد. اكتفيت بكلمات قليلة حتى أغطي باقتضابها على شعوري بالعجز. Reading the word approximately and him consciously trying to establish a reading measurement which fits with the tragedy. Just think about the books under the rubble. This is fascism in the biggest way you can think of it.
Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Palestine! Palestine! Palestine!
Today, the voice of freedom, the voice of humanity, and the voice of truth. Your voices united against injustice, the oppression and killing and destruction that the Palestinian people are facing. We are here today to say to the whole world that it is enough. It is enough. The UNICEF organization declares that the Gaza Strip has become the most dangerous place in the world for children's lives. Dozens of children are killed and injured every day. Entire areas where children used to play and go to school were turned into piles of rubble. It's very shameful that the world's governments, especially the Western governments, stand idly by and blindfolded before the Israeli machine of killing and destruction.
Shame! 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 Shame!
And if there is any remaining shred of humanity and any sense of responsibility among these officials and decision makers here, they must now and before tomorrow raise their voices loudly and without shame to stop this barbaric and deliberate killing of children and vulnerable civilians. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
And ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
Thank goodness that they can speak up for these people. Now, we are so proud of our doctors in Oxford. We are so proud of
Palestine. I'm sure you all heard about the death of Dr. Rafat Al-Ariz. If I must die, you must live. If I must die, you must live. So I'm just here to update you really and tell you what can I do now? What can I do that I haven't been doing these last 60 days because it's so easy to feel hopeless. We've been demonstrating, we've been joining healthcare vigils, we've been trying to advocate as much as I can, we've been lobbying, we've been speaking to our representatives. What more can you do?
there's a lot more we can do. We will not be silenced. We will not give up. So in your workplaces, the last few days, the contract that we had with the Israeli football teams ended. Barclays, we're coming for you next. Barclays, you are our next target. There has been a call from Palestinian civil society to ensure Gaza rises again. Gaza won't be uninhabitable, which is their stated aim of this ethnic cleansing. You don't need that bread sandwich. You don't need that Starbucks coffee, because Palestine is helping us understand the complicity of our institutions, and it is freeing us in her fight for liberation.
Arms and bombs to Israel to bomb schools, mosques and hospitals. It is shameful that the US vetoed the ceasefire resolution at the UN Security Council and the UK abstained. Britain and the US are urging on the genocidal logic of the Israeli state. But let's be clear, this isn't about wiping out Hamas, it's about wiping out the Palestinian people. Israel may destroy Hamas, but they will never destroy Palestinian resistance. President Putin voted for a ceasefire, effectively voted for the continuing slaughter of Palestinians. They should be ashamed of themselves, and we will hold them to account. Despite that, we've seen the regeneration of a local, national and global solidarity movement, and we shouldn't underestimate what we've achieved. We've had massive marches, occupations, walkouts of workplaces, schools and colleges, and this has put pressure on our government and further afield. We need to step up the pressure though. Our trade union leaders aren't doing enough. They should be calling for walkouts, strikes, activity days in the offices and colleges and schools.
Palestine! Palestine!
Okay, now, our representative, all of us, the spokesperson.
Palestine! Palestine! Palestine!
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being active in demanding peace, in demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. Because it's the only thing we can do is be out on the streets. It's been killed. It's about 89. Incidentally, it's more journalists who were killed in the Second World War. I mean, this is horrific what is going on. And Al Jazeera in particular have been, I would almost say, targeted in all of this. Now, the last thing I want to say is this. Wars don't come from nowhere. They come from a great deal of money, and they come from a very powerful arms industry, which obviously supplies the weapons, and they come from the military involvement of other countries. So I'm asking some very hard questions. What is the role of RAF Akrotiri in Cyprus in all of this? What is the role of RAF planes that are flying between Akrotiri and Israel at the present time? What is the role of these surveillance flights that the RAF are making on drones over?
To ignore. This is why it's so important that you are all here today. Keir Starmer, Rishi Sunak, Benjamin Netanyahu, Joe Biden, they are all banking on you giving up on Gaza. They are all banking on you getting tired of the marches, of the rallies and the demonstrations. They are banking on you abandoning Palestine and letting Israel continue with its bombardment, its collective punishment and its apartheid regime. What do you say?
No!
You are here today as a powerful embodiment of the resistance to that. You are here today as a clear demonstration that we won't give up on Gaza. You are here to say that we won't rest until there is a full, permanent ceasefire, an end to the occupation, and a free Palestinian state in our thousands, in our millions. Now, since Oxford City Council passed that...
No! Our solidarity with the school students who have been standing up to support their teacher suspended for wearing a Palestinian tie. And I noticed that Professor Avi Shlem is here. Our solidarity with him for people that have been cancelling his talks and lectures on entirely spurious grounds. Let us defend Palestinian voices to be heard for peace, for justice.
We speak our language with pride. We should not be physically abused, and we should not be called a vile swear word, which I will not repeat today, by people standing on this platform with me for chanting in Arabic.
We want to share our language with you.
We will now invite you to join our chants in Arabic in solidarity with us and in solidarity with the Palestinians, with the Arabic indigenous people of Palestine. So I'm going to first explain what do the chants mean. I'm going to translate them for you. A little bit of an imperfect translation, but not a direct translation, but the gist of it. So I say, Hurriya, Hurriya,
حرية
Intifada Sha'biya,
انتفاضة شعبية
Hurriya, Hurriya,
حرية حرية
Intifada Sha'biya.
انتفاضة شعبية.
Thank you. The second chant, يريد تحرير فلسطين. الشعب يريد تحرير فلسطين.
يريد تحرير فلسطين.
الحرية.
انتفاضة شعبية.
فلسطين عربية. من الويا للويا.
Because I am from Pakistan. Give it to him, he's getting cold.